Est-ce que vous détestez parler des périodes en anglais avec les mots for et since? C'est normal, mais aujourd'hui, je vais clarifier la différence pour vous. Alors, activez les sous-titres, si besoin. Ouais, ici on parle anglais. Et let's go! To clarify, today we are using the words for and since to talk about time, nothing else. Let's start with the most important difference between for and since. Put simply, we use for plus a period of time, and we use since plus a starting point. For example, let's start with some time periods we could use with for 2 hours, for 4 months, for ages, for a long time, for my entire life, for the last 2 hours, etc. Now let's see some examples of starting points that we could use with since. Since last week, since last year, since Monday, since January, since I was a child, since we arrived. When we mention the starting point, the end point is already understood as the time of speaking. So, to summarize, we use for plus a time period and since plus a starting point. So now that we've seen the main difference between these two words and some key time expressions we can use with each, let's see how we can use each of them in a correct sentence. Let's start with for because it's the easiest. For is very versatile. You can use it with any tense you want. Past, present, future, it doesn't matter. For example, in the past, I could say, I prepared for 5 years. In the present, I meditate every day for 30 minutes. Or in the future, I will stay with my family for 2 weeks. Okay, so you get the point. You can really use for with any tense. If you would like to see an example with for in every English tense, you can download the summary of this lesson. I'll leave the link in the description. Since is a little bit more specific. Because we use since with a starting point, with the end point being the time of speaking, we use since with perfect tenses, either in the past or the present. Remember that perfect tenses use have plus the past participle. For example, in the past, I could say, I had been swimming since I was 5. I had felt tired since the day before. Or in the present, I could say, I've been cleaning since 3 p.m. Or I've known her since I was a child. One more thing to keep in mind with for and since is that they sound most natural used at the end of a sentence. I won't say it's incorrect to say, since 3 p.m. I've been cleaning, but it sounds a little bit dramatic and literary. It's much more natural to say, I've been cleaning since 3 p.m. A question my students often ask me is, can I say, since 2 hours ago? No. Sorry, no. It is not correct to combine the two prepositions of time, since and ago, in the same expression. However, I have heard people say it. It's completely understandable. It's just not great English. It would be much better in this case to say for the last 2 hours or since 2 p.m. if it were 4 p.m., for example. Okay, now let's do a quick exercise. Write your answers in the comments. I've lived in this house years. Alright, well, I hope that you found this lesson useful. Remember, you can download a summary of this lesson with a quiz in the description. If you like my lessons, please subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!